Hi my busy gardeners, how are you guys doing today? We are going to be looking at rose bushes, and particularly rose bushes in the spring when it's time to go and trim them up and get them ready for the summer. This video is going to teach you all about how to get big luscious blooms and how to get your rose bush to grow more and more every year. The rose bush I'm about to show you is actually one that I inherited when I purchased the house. I haven't planted any rose bushes since then. It's not because I don't like roses. I just don't have enough room for them because rose bushes generally do get pretty large. I know there are varieties that stay smaller, but this is Ella. She will not be joining us for the whole video. It is way too cold outside for her right now. It is Canada and it is April 20th and it is only 13 degrees Celsius outside, unfortunately. Now, when we go outside, it's going to be a little bit different vibe than the other videos we've done in the past. I broke my lapel, so I won't have a mic, and it's very, very windy today. So what we're gonna be doing is just a voiceover version. So I'm gonna bring you out, I'm gonna show you how I trim everything up. I'll show you the tools I use. I'll give you some close-ups, but it will be voiced over, so you won't be seeing my pretty face for the rest of the video. But thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below if you want to see what the rose bush looks like this summer or later this fall, and I'll be sure to get that for you guys. Have a wonderful spring planting season. As you can see, I started my seedlings behind me. I'll meet you guys outside. Okay, so things you're gonna need. You're gonna want a putty tat or two. I'm just kidding. You don't want them. Just kidding, but you will need a long sleeve shirt. This is actually thick. And then we're gonna need some trimmers, so let's go find those. So here are the shears that I used to trim this rose bush with. You can use any kind of shear, but these Fiskars work pretty good. They cost me about $15 at the Rona here in the city. So essentially what we're looking for here is the gray branches and different textures in the branches. So the gray color actually shows us that it's dead or it's old growth. So those are the ones that we want to snip. Next we're going to look at the top of the rose bush. We want to imagine a spinner in the middle, and we don't want to clip any branches if it was to spin freely in the center. Here is what old growth looks like versus new growth. So new growth, it's nice and bendy. We can get a bit of action, and old growth should just snap. So that's how you know it's time to clip. So essentially all I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the bush, and I should be wearing gloves, but I'm not. So we're going to go through, and I'm just simply clipping off all the old growth. So all those kind of gray branches, or those branches that feel like they're going to snap really easily. I'm going to try to snip them off as close to the bottom as possible, just because it looks better that way once the leaves do come in. Next, what I'm going to do is just go through and get rid of all the older leaves you see at the top. This winter, we kind of had a flash freeze, so all our leaves kind of stuck to the bush. Typically, those would fall off before fall, but if they don't, just remove them. If it's early spring, feel free to move the green ones. Here we're looking at a cross. So anytime a branch is crossing over each other like that, you're going to want to snip the one closest to the center, just to prevent disease. Now that bowl we were talking about, we want to make sure we're snipping out any branches that are growing into the center. So anything that would prevent that fidget spinner from spinning around in a full circle is what we want to take out from the center, regardless if it's new growth or old growth. So as you can see, I'm just going to go through and I'm going to snip everything that's facing into the center of the bowl, just so that I can keep that center nice and clear. And that's just going to make it so that you don't get any disease or anything like that. Next, we're going to go through and we're going to find all the flowers on the ends of the sticks. So you can see a bunch of flowers there. And we're just going to clip off at the node. So you can see there's an outward facing node and an inward facing node. You're going to clip in between the two. Take a screenshot of this and bring it out with you if you need. I cut too low on this one.
So now I'm just going to go through and I'm going to clean up the rest of the bush. Anything that I think looks scraggly or too big, you can never clip too much with a rose bush. They're pretty hardy plants. But that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out my other videos for more gardening tips, especially if you're in Canada or any sort of colder northern climate. Have an awesome spring, summer, evening, morning, whenever you're watching this. Talk to you guys later. Bye.